How's it going, Super Lovers? This is Eric Fondren. I'm here talking about what it takes to make love last. And one of the things that I've come across with couples is later on in the relationship, when things start to become a little bit more routine, when things are a little bit less exciting, and when some of the infatuation has died down, there tends to become an issue where boredom sets in. People are less inclined to make any drastic changes in their lives. Just overall, life becomes a little bit more predictable. Now, predictable just isn't sexy. It's not. And in any sense of the word, it may make you feel secure. It may make you feel safe. It may make you feel like you have control over what's going on in your life. But in terms of a relationship, that predictable quality becomes something that people end up resenting. So I'm here to describe the three things that you can share with your partner so that you guys stay together, stay motivated, and stay committed to the relationship. The first thing is a shared space. No matter if that's your bedroom, your apartment, a common meeting ground, you have to have a shared space. There's something comforting about being able to be in the same space with someone who knows you intimately. Thanksgiving is coming up, and when you go home and you sit around the dinner table with family, there's something very warm and inclusive, and you know it's safe, you know it's secure, you know you're around loved ones. It's just a beautiful thing. That same notion applies to your relationship. You want to have a space that you share between the two of you. Now, that's probably the least important quality that you need to share. The next important quality is shared activities. Shared activities are anything. They could be hobbies. They could be, your weekly date nights. They could be cooking together. Some event. Anything that you do together is usually a shared activity. Even if you're just sitting and watching television, it's a shared activity. Now, what you have to do between the two of you guys, you gotta sit down and just gotta say, all right, which activities do we want to share? That's going to be ours. The activity itself must make both of us equally as happy. If we're doing something for you, then we need to insert another activity that's just as fun for me. It's the give and take of it all. The last, and actually the most important aspect that you need to share with your partner in order for your relationship to last are shared goals. And this is absolutely where people fall by the wayside. When you're first starting to date someone, the question becomes, what goals can we share when we barely know each other? So keep it simple. Things like, all right, we're going to learn how to cook 5 cuisines this month. It's got to be tangible, so you feel like you're working towards something with each other. The problem is when you're first starting to get to know someone, that is the goal. Spending time with them is the goal. So you're thinking to yourself, I'm accomplishing something because I'm getting what I want. I'm getting to the goal that I want. I want to spend time with that person. I want to get to know them, and that's what's happening. Unfortunately, 6 to 8 to 12 months into the relationship, once you've gotten to know someone, that's not as motivating a goal. You know damn near everything about them, so you got to sit back and say, all right, what can we do together so we're continuously progressing, we're continuously moving forward, we're continuously becoming better people together. For the relationships that are committed to each other, engagements on the horizon, moving in together is on the horizon, creating a family is on the horizon, getting married is on the horizon. For those people, the goals have to be long-term and very set in stone and discussed on a frequent basis. We tend to separate our finances and keep them separate because of, for some reason, we're very, very protective over our bank accounts. We're in fact more protective over our bank accounts than our actual bodies. It doesn't make any sense. We'll hop into bed with a stranger, but if they got access to where our money goes on a day-to-day basis, the world has ended. That is a true act of commitment. When you say, that I'm going to be transparent in terms of my finances. Look where all my money goes. How can we pool some money? How can we save money together? How can we plan trips together? How can we buy assets together? How can we build a legacy of wealth together? That is a goal worth committing. So at the end of the day, if you're not sharing space, then you're not going to be with each other. Sooner or later, you're going to drift apart. If you're not sharing activities that you both enjoy, or at least enjoy enough to do along with your partner, and then they do the same thing for you, again, give and take, then you're just going to drift apart because you don't have any common interests. And if you don't share any goals together, then sooner or later the relationship itself is going to stagnate. It's going to stop growing, and it's going to become unfulfilling for one partner or the other. So it's necessary for you to share space, share activities, and share goals in order for you to make love last in your romantic relationships.